Hey, good afternoon everybody and welcome back to Star Cub Review. I'm your host as always, Star Cub. Now, as we're getting closer to Christmas, only a few days to go now, yay! This year for me has just been an absolute shit show. I want to be happy for Christmas, I really do. And honestly, to everybody else that's, happy for it and whatnot, I'm all for you guys. I'm all for it. Unfortunately for me, especially my husband as well, I'm not really feeling Christmas as much. It's joyful and everything, but with everything that's happened this year for me in 2023, including, the passing of my ex, but also best friend, it's still very, very raw for me, and I'm still trying to process it and come to terms with the fact that this is my first Christmas without getting a video call from him or listening to his voice messages, video calls, normal messages on Facebook, tagging. I miss his chats. So it's just one of those sucky, it's just been a shit year, but aside from that, today is sort of like it's not a review as such, it's more just a general chat. I know this is going to be late, but before I get into it, everyone brand new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Everyone returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you guys. I really do. You guys know what to do. Click the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my stuff. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I know I'm going to be late on this one. I've only done 44 hours of gameplay. I've only played 44 hours of this, but in my opinion, this is probably one of the best. I'm saying the best. Even better than Elden Ring and Dark Souls. That would be Liza P from NEOWIZ Games and Round 8 Studio. It is single-handedly the greatest Souls-like role-playing game I have ever come across. It took my breath away. The story is so engaging. The battles, the boss battles, the normal enemies feels very Souls-like, while also standing on its own as a something new that has entered the Souls-like gene, while also not being a true Souls-like game from Soft. So, it's just absolutely amazing. The characters, the detail, the interconnected world, everything about this game in Liza P is absolutely amazing. It's just beautifully crafted. And it's obviously third-person perspective, very Souls-like, but the identity of it being a Souls-like, it stands on its own outside of, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Sekiro, or whatever the hell that game is. Excuse me. But, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Still trying to get over my cold. It immersed me right from the word get-go. It's very, very challenging, and there's so much to do in this game, it's not funny. Like, even the customization of your weapons, your handle, your blades, the amulets you wear, the rings you wear, the costumes are absolutely just, it's absolutely amazing. The interconnected world, everything about it is just amazing. The story is set up where you get it from items of clothing, items that you pick up from the world, very much like a Souls game. But you also pick up posters and newspaper clippings and little snippets of story from other main items that give you a full depth, in-depth of what's happening in this particular world of Lies of P. What happened? What, you know, you got to find Geppetto. And it's a world overrun by puppets that have killed people in Krat, and it's very challenging. I've died millions and millions of times in this game already, but it's one where I learn from each one, very much like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, but this one is very engaging, and with each death it makes me have to rethink my strategy, rethink. But every time I win and lose, I adapt my strategies, and in some cases this one is more, you know, you've got a perfect block mechanic, which I'm not good with. I have pulled it off a few times. You got a Legion arm, which does all sorts of things like flamethrower, shoots out and grabs enemies and pulls them closer to you. You got one that turns into a shield. So there's that aspect of it. You got fatal blows. You got over 30 different weapons. You got a lying system as well, so you can lie or tell the truth. There's so much to do in this, and I'm only into chapter, I want to say chapter 8. I'm just up to the swamp plain area in Lies of P at the moment. And like I said, I've only done 44 hours. I know there's heaps of other people that have done so much more and have done New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2 and all that kind of stuff, but oh my goodness. For me, I take my time with these sort of games. I really do. I immerse myself in its world, but I also realise too that I've got to be aggressive in some cases with some of the battles. Some of the enemies as well will reward you with being more aggressive. You have to be more aggressive in this game to get through it, and at the start I wasn't being aggressive enough, but now I've learned to be more aggressive. And you know, you've got a summoning system as well where you can summon a spirit to help you during battle, and that helps me out a lot. I will admit, people, I am one of those ones that uses the summoning system. I use it right down to a T for every single fight, because I am not an expert when it comes to Souls-like games. I do that in Elden Ring as well. I use my summoning. In Dark Souls I use my summoning as well, and Bloodborne I use my summoning and summon other people and whatnot. But for Lies of P, I use the summoning system to summon the spirit, so I can gradually adapt and use my strategies while the boss is fighting the spirit. But also it helps me out to get the boss done a lot quicker. I'm not an expert, and I don't fight bosses one-on-one, because I always tend to fail at that miserably, which is quite funny. Many deaths, me wanting to give up, but no, I absolutely love this game. It is amazing, but I will do a full review for Lies of P when I get close to finishing it. This one was just a generalized chat. I know there's lots of people out there that are huge fans of Lies of P like myself. I'd love to hear from you. Drop whatever you like in the comments below and ask me anything. Tell me what aspect you like about Lies of P. I cannot wait for DLC story. Plus 2. This game really should have won Game of the Year, in my opinion. Really should have won Game of the Year, because Lies of P is an absolutely incredible game. But other than that, this was just a quick and easy one, just a generalized chat. I'll have some more videos out this afternoon. How many that's going to be, you'll just have to wait and see. But other than that, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all with the next videos very, very soon. Alright, bye.